The story you're about to endure is an endless battle of three families against one family's parents. What would they want? You will soon find out in the end. Let's introduce you to these three families. There are the Good Charms, the Grahams, and the Dawsons, who are the nicest family you could ever meet. So, why don't we begin our story right now? Meanwhile, in North Hollywood, there's a lovely estate called the Baton Rouge Manor. Let's get to the living room where Roxanne is sitting on a couch thinking till Jack came in with a cart of goodies, which Roxanne saw. Oh, think you'd be hungry? Actually, I am. It's nice to know what my husband knows what I needs. And as Jack came over to where his wife is, and they begin kissing each other, and pull back. Well, Abby and Brandon are already asleep watching cartoons. Well, that usually puts them to sleep anyway. They really want to see New Year, and they will, once they wake up, which just leaves the two of us. Meanwhile, in the Hollywood Hills area, at the lovely estate called the Good Charm Ridge Manor, let's get to the kitchen where Taya's finished scrambling eggs. And as she went and placed on the plate and went and sat it on the dining room table along with the rest of the dinner, just as her husband Howard came in and went to where Taya is, and she saw him. Dinner looks good, even though it's bricky. Well, since it's the last day of the year, I figure why not? Wendy, can you go get the kids? Yes, Miss Wilson. And as the maid turned and left, and Taya turned and faced her husband. Aren't you the best thing I ever met? Yeah, seems I am. Look, I know how much you want to go to the New Year's party in Paris with Karen and Bradley. It's not just that. Then what is it? It's the Collin family we should really worry about. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, lies an academy called Dryden Park. Let's get into the empty classroom where Matt, Aaron, and Julian are talking. I wonder what 1996 will be like. Probably different. How long you say your parents gonna be gone? They've been gone for a while, backpacking and touring Europe to get away from the drama from you know what. Yeah, it seems the Collins think they can do whatever the hell they want. Yeah, that seems to be the story, which is the exact reason to why our parents sent us here. Speaking of them, did you say your parents attending a party in Paris? Yeah, I can only imagine how that is. Meanwhile, in Joshua's room, Joshua's lying in bed, thinking, till someone knocked on his door. Go away, I need to be alone. If you insist, and as Joshua got up and went and got the door, and it's his grandparents, Ashley and John. What are you guys doing here? Well, we came to see how you are. Surely there must be a reason to why you want to go to the party in Paris. See, let me guess. My parents sent you to check on me, right? Meanwhile, outside the Dryden Park Academy, a call arrived, and someone opened the door, and two mysterious people got out and closed the door, and as they head towards the school entrance. Meanwhile, in Paris, France, at the Grand International Hotel in Karen and Bradley's room, Karen's finished putting on her last earring, just as Bradley came in and saw his wife in a beautiful gown, and as he came to where Karen is, and she saw him. You look amazing. Oh, this old thing? It's just something I found in the suitcase. And as they begin kissing each other, and pull back. You know, it's quite amazing doing this tour for the whole year with our kids in private school, apart from Vince and Lucy, who try not to be civil. I'm like, let's not bring that name into it. You're right. It's New Year's Eve, a time to celebrate the new times of the year as it comes. So you ready? There's something I need to tell you. Meanwhile, at the ballroom, as Hannah's getting some punch, till Ryan came to where she is, and she turned and saw her husband. How's the kids? Wilma's doing fine at home in LA, and Emily's also doing fine where she is. Mary's doing fine as well. How did we get to be so lucky raising Mildred, Eric, Joshua, Mary, Emily, and Wilma? Because we are. Because you're the best thing that ever happened in my life. Meanwhile, Mildred and Cole came in holding hands and saw what's going on. Something tells me that next year is going to be very interesting. Yeah? What brought that on? Just a feeling. And as they went in, walking past her brother Eric and his girlfriend Lucy Goodcharm, who's making out. Till they pull away and face each other. I am so happy to be with you.
I am too. Considering what we went through, no thanks to Frank and Mimi.
Well, I promise I'm not letting them come between us ever again. Well, I'm glad to hear it. And as Lucy's older brother and his girlfriend Isabella Graham came to where they are, and they saw them, I think we can agree that tonight is going to be a peaceful night.
I believe it will be.
Meanwhile, a girl named Jan Dawson walked past them to the common room where Thomas is on the couch. And he noticed her and got up and went to where Jan is. What are you doing here?
To see you, because it looked like you need my help.
I'm fine.
If that was true, you wouldn't be looking at my sister from that window talking to Ricky.
Meanwhile, outside the Graham International Hotel, Gwen is sitting by the pool viewing the Eiffel Tower. Till Ricky came to where Gwen is, and she saw and got up and faced him. Look, I'm sorry it took so.
Hey, it's fine. You're here and that's all that matters. Come on. The New Year's party's about to begin.
Actually, before we go, I think we need to talk.
Oh my gosh. So it's true after all.
What do you mean by that?
You're breaking up with me, aren't you?
Meanwhile, at the Baton Rouge Manor in the living room, Roxanne and Jack are enjoying their dinner while talking.
You know, when I'm with you, I can't help but get this wonderful feeling inside of me that
I feel the same way about you. In fact, and as Jack got a present and presented to Roxanne. I know it's early, but Happy New Year's.
Oh!
And as Roxanne began to open its contents, and it's revealed to be a crystal diamond pearl. Yeah, I saw you staring at it when we were shopping at the Glendale Galleria, and I figured,
yes, I love you so much.
And as Roxanne kissed Jack and pulled back,
this will complete my necklace for sure. You know, I am glad we've been married for 10 years, and I think I know why.
Meanwhile, at the Goodcharm Manor in the dining room, as Taya is awaiting the kids to come down at the dining room table, till her husband came in which where Taya is. Just got off the phone with Sharon and Tristan. They're doing fine.
That's good to know.
And as their younger daughter Olivia and her best friend Wilma came in, and they saw.
Hey, did you two pack up? Yeah, we did. I don't get it. Why do we have to go back to boarding school, honey? We already told you the reason to keep you all safe from harm.
Girls, your parents, along with your mother and I, Olivia, want what's best for the both of you. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, inside the Dryden Park Academy in the empty classroom, Matt, Aaron, and Julian are talking. Holidays are really boring around here. Yeah, especially with everyone else going home and all.
Now, what are you guys doing in here? And as a woman came in, when you all should be in bed.
And as Julian, Matt, and Aaron saw her, why, we're celebrating New Year's.
Okay, since there's nobody's here, I'm going to allow, but if you say anything to this, I will deny everything, just what I said to you.
Thank you, Miss Drake. You mind I ask you a question? Meanwhile, in the front area, two mysterious people came in. And as they head down the hall. Meanwhile, in Joshua's room, Joshua, Ashley, and John are talking.
You know, over the years, we've created such a powerful family. I mean, Jack, Steve, Julian, Ryan, Chris, Dorothy, Ethan, and Isabella. Except the one that died.
You know, I can't help but feel there's more.
Just give it a rest already. We hired several detectives and nothing, and I really want to lay it to rest.
Very well. You know, you two are the ones that start the most powerful family in existence.
That we are.
Getting back to the part where I ask you, did my parents send you? Your mother and father just want to make certain you're doing fine. I already told them I am.
Really? Is that why you decided to get into a fight with Tim?
Oh, he was talking trash about my family. Some I don't accept at all. Meanwhile, in Paris, France, at the Graham International Hotel in Karen and Bradley's room, Karen and Bradley are talking. What is it?
I just want to let you know that I'd never loved a man like I love you. And I'm glad having that, considering after everything we went through and all,
We've managed to become stronger than ever.
and I like to keep that.
Well, you got no worries, cause there's no way I'm leaving you. And as they begin kissing each other, to someone knock on the door. And as they pull away, and as Bradley went and got the door, and it's Carol.
I was wondering when you two are coming down. Actually, and as Karen came and stand beside her husband, we're coming right now. Where's Steve? Oh, he's talking to his mom on the phone, wishing her New Year's.
I trust we're ready to go.
And we are.
And as they head out, and as Bradley closed the door, and as Carol, Karen, and Bradley head down the hall. Meanwhile, in the ballroom, Hannah and Ryan are talking.
Honey, I feel the same way about you more than you know. I mean, we've known each other since high school. In fact, I will never forget the day that we got married.
Me neither, which is why I think we should renew our vows again.
You mean that?
Yeah, I do. In fact, how's Valentine's Day sound?
Actually, it sounds perfect to me. I love you.
I love you too. Meanwhile, Mildred and Cole are talking. You seem good in your feelings.
Yeah, I have. And I get that from my parents, which is over there.
And as Cole turned and saw Ryan and Hannah talking, and as Cole turned back and faced his wife.
See?
I really hope our marriage will last like theirs.
And it will. Not to worry. Look, I just gotta get through my last year of high school, and we agreed not to tell anybody about our marriage, so please.
Okay.
But nothing. Please respect my wish. Please don't say anything else on what we did. We will tell everyone when the time is right.
Okay.
I'm wondering why Joshua didn't show up. Oh, I forgot. He must still be in boarding school in England.
I'm sure he wanted to be here.
Let's go say hey to my parents.
And as Cole and Mildred head towards Ryan and Hannah. Meanwhile, Lucy, Eric, Isabella, and Vince are talking. So, how's boarding school?
Being cut out of the whole world really sucks, you know that?
Yeah, I know the feeling. Our parents hired undercover students for us as well.
Well, the good thing is for you two is you're graduating high school in 4 years, which is not too far.
Actually, it would be 3 years since we're graduating in 1999.
Don't worry. Once you're 16, they might let you stay in Los Angeles.
Until then, we have to hide so the Collin family won't get to us.
You mean Frank and Mimi, right?
Yeah, plus I want my sisters safe, and you got your boyfriend Eric to do that, right? And that I do.
Thank you. And to you especially. And as Lucy began kissing Eric.
Meanwhile, in the common room, Jan and Thomas are talking, and as Thomas turned and faced Jan. What are you getting at?
I'm getting this. Why you keep waiting, hoping that Gwen will leave Ricky for you?
There's something special about her, okay? Anyways, I'm just dreaming. I know I don't stand a chance of her.
Which is why you want her more.
Look, I can't discuss you because
what? Young? Wake up, so are you. Look, I know what love is, cause I have 2 older sisters and an older brother.
Maybe you do know more. Let's go head back to the party.
Not so fast. I'm not done with you yet.
Meanwhile, outside the Grand International Hotel by the pool, Gwen and Ricky are talking. What are you talking about? I'm not gonna leave you. What makes you?
I've been hearing rumors.
Don't listen to them. Look, I love you with everything I have. That's not why I want to talk to you.
And what is it?
Well, as you know, you and I have been going out for quite some time,
and I'm so happy we managed to become close.
So, are you following me on where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I think I do. You want us to take our relationship to the next level.
That's only if you're ready for it.
Well, let me answer your question right now. And as Gwen came and began kissing Ricky.
Meanwhile, at the Baton Ridge Manor in the living room, Roxanne and Jack are talking.
You know, I can't say how much I love to be in this family. I mean, we raised 3 amazing children.
Well, 4 if, honey, you promised me that we're not going to talk about this.
Yes, I know that, but I can't help but wonder, what if you're right?
There's no use dwelling on the past. We're gonna focus on the here and now.
You're right.
Any plans for 1996?
I got a few in mind.
Such as?
spending every moment I can with you.
Why don't we go to the balcony?
Okay. And as they got up and head to the balcony door. And as Jack slid the door open, and as Roxanne went out along with Jack. Meanwhile, at the Good Charm Manor in the dining room, Taya, Howard, Wilma, and Olivia are enjoying dinner. Okay, keeping up with the annual tradition that Karen and Bradley has started, why don't we go around the table and say what our New Year's resolution is, starting with you, Wilma. I want to experience life. Amen to that. Good one, that is. You, Olivia, to enjoy life. Also good. As for me, spending every day in life with the man I truly love. Enjoying the times I have with my family and friends. Let us toast to the new year.
I couldn't agree more. So, to a new year,
and as everyone say,
to a new year,
and as they raised their respective glass and took a sip of the respective drinks. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, inside the Dryden Park Academy in the empty classroom, Mrs. Drake, Matt, Aaron, and Julian are talking. And what would that be, Mr. Goodchum? You know when my parents are coming here? Right. Your parents informed me that they'll be here tomorrow for a small gathering the day before term starts again. Now, I'm gonna give you boys 1 hour to play, then it's lights out and on to bed. And they all said, yes, Miss Drake. Please excuse me. And as Miss Drake turned and left the classroom, while Julian, Matt, and Aaron continued to talk. 1996, a new year to come. Tell me about it. I wonder what the new year will bring. I guess we're gonna have to find out, but in the meantime, and as Julian took out a deck of cards, I'm game. Me too. Meanwhile, in Mrs. Drake's office, Mrs. Drake came in with the two mysterious person, and as they closed the door, and as she turned and faced them, remind me to thank your parents for that generous donation they done to the school.
We do what we can.
Yeah, that you do. You must be Kyle and Stephen McKinley. It is so incredible to have 2 new additions here at this school. And as the 2 persons Miss Drake is talking to is revealed to be Kyle and Stephen McKinley. Meanwhile, in Joshua's room, Joshua, Ashley, and John are talking. Come on, Josh, that's your foreplay? What, you don't believe me? Do you believe you? The fact of the matter is, we both know the reason to why you got into a fight. And don't say it's Tim. Look, it's clear I love you both a lot, save for sucking up for somebody else. You know it won't work on us, so spill. Alright, I didn't get into a fight with Tim. It was Oliver. But you 2 knew that now, did you?
What's this really about? It's really a long story. What's the short version?
Because we're not going anywhere till you tell us the reason. Let me put this in a way you can understand. My cousin Oliver, who I thought I could trust, stabbed me in the back in a way I can't forget. While in Paris, France, at the Grand International Hotel in the ballroom, as Karen, Carol, and Bradley came in and saw what's going on. Well, as you know, once this party ends, my husband and I are heading back to the States, mainly to Los Angeles. I am so amazed on the connection you 2 share. Well, you and Steve share the same thing. Yes, I know, but it seems endless with you 2. Well, as they say, we are inseparable. There you 2 are, and as Ryan Hannon came, with Mildred and Cole, came to where they are. Here we are. Look, I know you 2 are looking forward to going home, just like we are. I'm just glad we're gonna start a new year, hopefully peaceful. Not as long as the Collins are around, that's for sure. Did you call Joshua? Yeah, I couldn't get through, and when I did, the person said he's still in England at the boarding school. He didn't want to deal with the whole drama thing with the Collins. We'll be around. And as Karen and Bradley turned and head and start talking to other people, while Mildred, Cole, Ryan, and Hannah continue to talk. I hope we be married as long as they are. And we will. You mean us, right? Of course I mean you, Dad. Meanwhile, Lucy, Eric, Isabella, and Vince are talking. You know, I can't help but wonder if the Collins are here. What do you mean? She's right. What are the possibilities they're here right now scheming something? All I know is,
They have put us through hell for a long time, but either way, with security here, I'm not too worried about them doing anything.
You're right. There's nothing to worry about.
Unbeknownst to Isabella, Eric, Lucy, and Vince, an unknown man is watching them amongst the crowd. And as Carol got on stage and turned and saw everyone talking, "Excuse me, can I have your attention?" And as everyone quieted down and turned and faced Carol.
First, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for attending this grand annual New Year's celebration. And as we begin our countdown, which is an hour away, why don't we get this party underway with some music?
And as the crowd begin applauding. And as the music begins right now. Meanwhile, in the common room, Janet and Thomas are talking. Now what?
You really don't know what you're pulling here. What do you mean? You're fulfilling the legacy?
It's something I was destined to do.
Did you really say that, or did your parents?
What difference does it make?
More than you know. And I'm telling you, I got a bad feeling about this legacy. All I'm asking you is trust me.
I know what I'm doing here. Please excuse me. And it's Thomas' turn and head back to the ballroom. And it's Jan thinking,
I hope you're right.
Meanwhile, in the empty room, and as Gwen and Ricky came in, and as Ricky closed the door, just as Gwen headed to the bed, and Ricky came to where she is, and she turned and faced him. You sure you want to do this?
We've been together for more than 3 years. Don't you think it's time we gotten more serious?
Look, I know you and I just started high school, and I don't really give a damn for what anyone thinks of us.
I love you.
I love you too, more than you know.
Then why don't we embark on this new chapter of ours? Remember, it's you and I against the world.
I couldn't agree more. In fact, and as Ricky went and turned the stereo on and played some music right now. What do you think about this?
Sounds pretty good to me.
And as Ricky came back to where Gwen is, just so you know, this is gonna be one night to remember.
I'm sure it is.
Look, despite what Frank, Wayne, Mimi, or Wayne put us through,
yes, it only brought us more closer than ever. And right now, I'm tired of talking.
And as they begin kissing each other and pull away, why don't I lighten the mood a bit? And as Ricky went and started lighting candles around the room, including a couple around the bed, and went back to where Gwen is. What do you think?
It's a magical evening. Anyways, I'm glad we're doing this.
So am I.
Make love to me.
And as they continue kissing each other, and as Ricky led Gwen to the bed, where she got on the bed, and as Ricky took off his shirt, and Gwen did the same thing, and as Ricky got on top of Gwen and began making passionate love